Ah, Estoril again. We meet again, Mr. Bond, or Mr. Kust, I should probably say.
Yeah, Mr. Water and Mr.
It's 7 o'clock, by the way.
More or less, yeah.
PM, by the way. I want to add.
It could be mistaken for 7 a.m. with the lighting, yeah, sure.
So, we have a match tomorrow that I want to speak about. We may speak about one or two other things as well. But it's going to be between Jong, Jesper de Jong, not to be confused with the Dutch midfielder, which I think you did a joke on once, right? Did you not, in a WhatsApp group or something, make a joke about that?
I think I did a joke on Frankie, yeah, but because he was doing well recently. But there's also Nigel, there's Luke. Nigel is probably my favorite from my days.
Nigel is the midfielder as well that
for
did
City.
for
City.
Yeah, and you did the big kung fu kick on, right?
Yeah, you're right.
That was missed by a British referee, bald guy who's now retired, whose name escapes me.
Howard Webb.
Howard Webb, thank you very much. Anyway, talking football, Tick. Let's talk tennis and let's talk Joao Fonseca against de Jong, which is going to be last on tomorrow evening. I don't know if you have. By the way, will that make any difference? I guess no, in terms of.
Could be a bit slower. I mean, if so, good for Jesper. But also we'll see what the conditions are like. I think Steve, a friend of ours, told us that basically the weather is going to be a bit rough for the next few days. It wasn't too sunny today, only really only the last match. So yeah, depends on maybe more the sun and how hot it is rather than actually the time of the day.
Okay. What else could de Jong do to potentially get in this match? Because he's obviously a huge underdog.
I mean, I think it's mostly about the adjustment for Joao coming from Madrid and, the altitude and how he's going to get to these courts. He played 2 days here already, so I guess in that part, he's got decent prep. Jesper probably actually has practiced less, I would assume. But yeah, I mean, de Jong, he has a pretty heavy forehand himself. I think in a match like this, where nobody is maybe thinking that he's going to win, he could actually succeed. He's got a lot of good options, like serve and volleying as well.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, so he's been throwing this in a lot more this season, especially successful in Montpellier when he had that semi-final run. But I think he's been doing that a ton, especially in matches where he doesn't feel like he can quite compete off the ground. So I think maybe that's also going to be a strategy. Just take the strengths away from Joao. It's a fair shot. I still think it's more, though, the adjustment of Fonseca and how his timing is going to look on these courts.
I wasn't sure if I was clutching at straws today when Enrique Rocha did 2 serve and volleys, I think, during their practice set, a practice set that Rocha lost 6-2. But he did 2 serve and volleys, and I thought, wow, okay, that's something maybe on a first serve you might be able to do against Joao, but you've obviously got to have that in your toolbox. So maybe he'll lean on it a bit tomorrow.
Could even do it after the second on the kicker. Yeah, I think Montpellier, if someone watched his run there, the semi-final, that was pure, well, not purely, but he was doing that a ton and really just breaking the rhythm of these
slow clay
players.
Makes it.
I mean, Montpellier is pretty slow indoors. I think he's been trying that on clay as well. Obviously a pretty weird season for Jesper because he's either losing in the opening round or getting really deep, but at the same time still top 100. And yeah, he's got a fair shot. I mean, I can't say he's not going to have any chances. Joao played one match here last year, of course. We both watched it against Jan Choinski, the legend. And it was, a lot of good shots, a lot of brilliant pieces, but actually also plenty of course, unforced errors and just overhitting.
He's a year further, though, down his develop now, so he's a heavy favourite, right?
I mean, yeah, if you look at his losses this season, I mean, he's only really losing to, elite guys, and most of them just grinders, right? I don't know, recently, of course, Deminor Paul. Sonego, I guess, a different one. He kind of outplayed him and outpowered him.
5 sets though, wasn't it?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
4 or 5. It was
five.
Yeah, in Australia.
Then you also had, of course, Humbert against someone who really took the game to him in terms of the power. I'm not really sure Joao just hasn't lost a match like this year, I suppose. Draper, another example. So he's only really losing to top guys recently. It's going to be difficult, but maybe a slower clay court is where he can still just, I don't know, engage in a battle that's not going to be fruitful for him in terms of just, overplaying stuff.
Yeah, right. You're not concerned then about that performance stroke loss against Tommy Paul?
No, not really. I mean, 2 set points in both sets. Easily could have won that. If he has a bit more experience, he probably does. And, pacing himself kind of is still an issue for Joao for sure, but yeah, it was a very similar loss to the minor one in Miami. Just outclutched by a very good, very athletic, very fast player. And there's nothing wrong with that, of course. but soon enough we would expect Joao to start winning matches like that.
Yeah, right. The forehand, I know it's been said before, but today it looked effective, whereas yesterday at times in practice against Borges it was more inconsistent, and yeah, there was a few funny expressions from Rocha today. I think he hadn't quite experienced an opponent quite like that before.
Well, I mean, he's played some Basilashvili or I don't know, Monfils.
But I wonder where was the ball going when he played Basilashvili? Was it landing in?
Actually, I think they had a very good match, so it was landing in at least a little bit. I think it was Basilashvili whom he beat for his first challenger title last year.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, obviously the Fonseca forehand, if you watch it live, it's going to be even more crazy and just the fun there. Last year we already had that experience. I think this time it's probably going to be even more.
The bad news for Rocha is that he's in the same half as Joao, but the good news is that there's a few matches down the road, and Rocha will have to beat Joao, among others, before he gets there. Felix is in the same half as Joao as well. So, yeah, I mean, basically it's Joao and Pedro on either side of the draw. That may well be the most likely final. I mean, Felix might have something to say about that. Nuno Borges as well.
Yeah, I think Nuno is like important not to forget he's there.
Sure.
Pedro Martinez, yeah, sure, he's had some fine moments this season, but I don't know, I'm just like not like, you know, instantly thinking, oh yeah, this guy's gonna win 4 matches here for sure. Felix is such a riddle, right? I mean, this is gonna be his first challenger since January 2019. Honestly, he might as well win it, but at the same time, the recent matches in play, he lost to Navone, he lost to Altmaier, and I'm forgetting who he lost to in Madrid, but yeah, pretty much.
Lost to...
Oh, Juan Macerundolo.
Yeah, Juan. Oh, wow. Oh, dearie me. Anyway, but there we are. All right, well, listen, so I think basically what we're saying regarding Joao Fonseca's match tomorrow against De Jong is that he could lose, but he probably won't.
Yeah, I mean, that's
breaking news. That's the
so
kind of
random.
analysis you need. Yeah, but we're looking at a sort of 85-15.
Probably. I mean, if he loses the match, it's probably have more to do with his level, his timing. He's struggling to adjust than Jesper doing much. But yeah, I mean, De Jong could definitely help him out, let's say, and push him over that edge.
But Jesper, if you are watching, or your coach, don't lean on that serve and volley, maybe even more than you might previously have done.
I think he should, yeah, totally. I don't know if this is something actually that was introduced now in his game, or if he did that with the previous coach. Probably less so, but yeah, I think he will. Considering his most recent matches, you know, when you watched him, Rublev in Barcelona, for example, maybe he didn't really like have any shot. But I think a few matches this year where he was, you know, not exactly the favorite. Maybe Griekspoor is a good example in Montpellier, or like the second round, I don't remember who he played there. I think he definitely played it smart in kind of like knowing when to trust his heavy forehand, heavy ground strokes, and when to kind of step away from it.
As I watched Jan Leonard practice today as well, I was thinking, well, there's a guy who can serve volley as well. So depending on his hip and all sorts of other things, form as well, maybe he can get in that conversation as a potential finalist. But that's a chat for another time.
Got Kecmanovic playing him though.
Yeah, of course. There's loads of things in the way.
Runner-up of this event, of course, when it was still to 15, 2023. I did watch a bit of Kecmanovic practice today. I mean, in practice, he looks like he can, you know, just smash through the ball with confidence. In matches, sometimes it goes away.
Indeed.
We'll see. Who was he practicing with, though? I don't remember now. Was it like Yannick Hanfmann, maybe? I think it was a
Yeah, I think they were practicing. Yeah, indeed. All right, okay, that's the Fonseca against De Jong preview. Tick.
Hello, how are we doing?
Fergus, how are we?
I'm good, thank you. And yourself?
I'm good.
Excellent.
We are underway.
We are underway. I don't remember the last time that we did a Challenger watch along, but you know, Damien would be proud.
You gotta do what you gotta do when it comes to these matchups, these players.
Fonseca versus De Jong, two very, very exciting prospects in the world of tennis. Obviously, Fonseca is possibly maybe one of the top 5 biggest names in tennis right now, and Jong is just inside the world's top 100. I think Jong's 21 or 22, but yeah, Jong's got an early look in on the Fonseca serve. I don't know how far ahead you are.
Are you watching on your computer? I'm love 30 here.
Yeah, I'm love 30 here too. Yeah, I'm love 30. Yeah, cool. We're pretty much the same then.
Yeah.
I would say that this is probably the conditions that Fonseca wants. Madrid kind of suits him, yes, with it being quicker, with the altitude, but I feel as though this heavy sort of clay is the stuff he's more used to in Rio and Argentina. As he gets on the board.
That was a big point.
That was a big point. You know, and Jong was actually on top at that point. He was on top. He was really unleashing on the forehand, but Fonseca stick with it and repelled very well. And now, but Jong's still on top of this match. It's on top of this match. Still on top of this game.
Yeah, I mean, people need to realize that Jesper is, a very good clay courter. And, despite, I don't know how many people know him. Obviously, he raised some eyebrows at the French last year when he got a set off Alcaraz. But it's just a young talent who, thrives in these conditions. So we're in a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you get a...
Yeah. Hold
cool.
on.
Cool. Just checking. Overcooks the forehand there at 30 all, and we're going to have a break point immediately for the Dutchman. Not quite how I thought it was going to start so far, but still got to convert the break point here. I wonder if we'll see Damien and Jong in the...
I was going to say, it's too bad that we aren't watching with volume because Fonseca matches go crazy no matter where you are in the world.
And long it goes. Immediate break for Jong. 2-love in this first set. Not the start that Fonseca would have wanted.
Nope.
Here we go. Yeah. Jake's in the chat, obviously. And says Kian. Wow. Oh, Kian was hoping Damien to answer his question, but it was a pre-recorded video. I'm sure if you send him a DM, he'd be more than happy to tell you how excited he is for the doubles. Damien's a big doubles fan.
Is Damien a big doubles fan?
No, I was just making that up. Ooh. Missing things that he wouldn't expect to be missing.
Right.
Seems like he just hasn't got going yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say. A practice with Borges is great, but Jesper just provides such a different look, especially RPM wise on this heavy stuff. So you're just dealing with a lot of spin and depth. It's almost very similar to a Casper Ruud. That's his style.
And that's where Damien was talking about the 7 volley in the pre-match video, and Jong brings it out there, goes out wide, 7 volleys. Fonseca does so well to try and get himself back at the point, but couldn't do. The volley was just about good enough from Jong, and then easy put away at the net. But yeah.
All right. Yeah, smooth start.
Very smooth start.
You see Diallo pushed Dimitrov to now he's got an early break.
In the third?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
That does
Dimitrov
make things
had 3.
interesting.
He had 3 match points. Didn't play
the breaker? Well. Was it a breaker?
Yeah. He was up 6-4 and then 7-6 serving.
Wow. Jong hitting too big right now, and Fonseca not dealing with it. He's come out red hot. Hasn't missed anything so far.
And then the first set between Sabalenka gets it in a breaker. Very good high-level set as well.
That'll be 6-1, I guarantee it, in the second, or something like cheaper. Jong holds to love, and it's 3-love. Very, very quickly. After just 9 minutes, it's 3-love. First sit down. Jong couldn't have asked for a better start, really.
No, he couldn't. He couldn't have. Saw a couple good rallies, but it's important to get a good start on the clay because things can change quickly. So
He's taking time away from Fonseca, but he's not giving him that sort of space to work with. He's come out with this mentality that he can out-hit Fonseca, and he's just hasn't missed a beat so far, making him play every single ball, serving spin, nearly immaculate, hit all his spots. Yeah, I mean, he keeps this up. Oh, maybe have you heard of these two players? Unless you're going to give me two different players. Oh, you just sent me a message. Wait,
doubles.
No, yeah. Wait. That was... No. Have you heard of these two? Do you mean as in Jong and Fonseca, or do you mean the Polish doubles guys? Because I actually haven't looked at what the doubles draw is, so I haven't looked. But if you're talking about Fonseca and Jong, Fonseca is ranked like 67 in the world, and yeah, catches him out with a drop shot. There we go.
Got you. All right,
Cool.
I think we're in business.
Yeah. Oh, see,
Beautiful.
Keen, you actually don't realize that I watch challenges all the time. I actually do, but I just don't tell anyone because Damien would get upset if he knew that I was watching challenges instead of the ATP tour. Fonseca looking to hold comfortably here. This is rattling along at the moment.
What seems like a beautiful night.
I'm sure John and Damien are having a great time.
Have to be.
Yep. Nice and easy for Fonseca. Gets himself on the board
Beautiful.
finally. 3-1.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice win for Draper today. Got it done. Clean.
Paul just kind of, it was a bit strange. Paul kind of didn't give nearly as much as I thought he was going to give. But then again, I can say that, but then Draper was just too good. Like, it was too good.
Looks good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesper looking comfortable.
Yeah,
Like-
he is.
like
Especially
he
on serve.
He was ready to come out and he said, yeah, I'll take on Fonseca in the first round. Or second round,
Absolutely.
whatever it is.
Yeah. And if they probably aren't, but if John is listening, and Carsten actually, because they both said this, me and Brenna actually did say that Draper would make it through this quarter, and you two did not. So just saying, it's another one.
We'll
Brenna and I.
We'll clip it.
We'll clip it. We'll bring up the clip. Jong hasn't dropped a point on serve yet. He's been clinical. Oh, it's so nice.
It's insane. It's insane.
It's so good.
Have you watched a little bit of De Jong
I
in your
I
time,
watched
Fergus?
I watched plenty of him against Draper first round, Roland Garros last year when De Jong beat him in 5. Yeah, he just looked like he just had that sort of like fearlessness on court and
Mhm.
wasn't afraid to go the distance, and the forehand's obviously a big weapon, but he's got great feel on the court, and yeah, he's pulling out all of the stops right now. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think we got close to a juice game yet.
Right.
4-1.
Yeah, Sean, you make a good point.
Yeah,
You really do. And you think
two
about that
set.
match he had today with Draper. Fonseca's probably thinking, yeah, he could have done better in that
Yeah, I
matchup.
mean, Fonseca definitely, I feel like, probably would have pushed Draper a lot more than Paul did today. I feel like that matchup is a strange one. It's now 4-2 Draper. They've played they played some really good ones like at Queens. They played a really good 3-setter, but then they played in Acapulco last year and Draper won love and 4. Like, yeah, but Paul just wasn't at the races today, I don't feel
Right.
like. Especially after Steve Johnson said that Paul
Yeah.
was going to win the entire thing.
Right. Love it. Well, yeah, I mean, time's running out here in this first set.
Yeah, and in the
Giving
blink
out
of
these games have
literally
gone.
the blink of an eye, Fonseca finds himself in a very big hole, 3 games behind, 4-1 to De Jong. And Damien and John were talking about it before the match, and they were saying it's kind of like an 85-15% Fonseca, that everyone can't rule out fully the prospect of De Jong making waves in this match. And he takes the first point on the Fonseca serve here at 4-1. Fonseca, might even be thinking right now, okay, let's just get this set over and done with. Let's reset and let's go again. Because, I would feel as though Fonseca can almost let this go if he doesn't win this game, and then focus on getting that early break in set 2, which is so often the case.
Well, what's scary right now for me is like how hard De Jong is hitting. Like typically when I've watched him over the last, 12 to 18 months, like he's not really a power player, more angles.
Oh,
Oh my.
I thought
Yeah.
it. Thought. Oh, the
But he's
lob
literally
from De
matching.
Jong.
He's matching. So
Yeah, but
I don't
stride
know.
for stride.
Let's
Like,
see.
he's 18 years old, and people say he's got the biggest forehand on tour because he does have the biggest forehand on tour,
Mhm.
and De Jong is currently going stride for stride.
Yeah, his returns are so good. Literally at Fonseca's
That
feet
is
there.
that is a joke of a return, and De Jong is super pumped for this. Super pumped.
No, this is insane.
Yeah.
This
And this is the sort of level that he could play. He played that 1 set against Alcaraz, where he just played nuts. Alcaraz sort of like stumbled for like 20 minutes, and De Jong was literally all over him. And he had the break in the third as well. I remember he was a break up in the third against Alcaraz.
Yeah. I mean, the backhand drop shot again. Well dealt with from Fonseca. Well
Yeah,
dealt with.
I was about to say if he could curl that round, that would
He
have
was
been.
like missing. I feel like he was kind of missing that shot in the Tommy Paul match. I don't know if I'm thinking
Yeah,
correctly, but like,
no.
yeah, a couple times.
Well, he was missing that. He missed one of those exact shots earlier on in this match. I think it was second game.
Okay.
He had it. He sort of like tracked down the drop shot, pushed it, and it went long. And it was, he's disappointed that he's missing a push. But yeah, 30-all was still trouble here for Fonseca for the double break. But second serve ace. That's how you do it.
Yep. Yeah.
That is how you do it.
Kostiak's raced out to a little early lead in the second.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fonseca just muttering away to himself in disappointment as his forehand goes long, and we're at juice. Our first juice game at 4-1.
Hey, if it's a tough hold, it could help Fonseca. You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I almost feel like the tougher the hold right now, the more.
But De Jong just
Get it.
might be in the zone. Like that's. I don't even say that often, like in a match, like especially even we've only been watching for 15 minutes, but
Yeah.
this guy just might be in his zone.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of mistimed that, but it was still well done.
Yeah. There's so many. Their stands are literally full for this one. I mean, why wouldn't they be?
Oh, Fergus, I'm serious. I've been lucky. I've been to my fair share of sporting events
Yeah.
across the globe, and in Miami, Fonseca de Minar is one of the
Yeah.
crazier crowds I've ever heard, been a part of.
Yeah.
They're just different.
Tough hold for Fonseca. 4-2 in this first set. The longest game of the match so far by an absolute country mile.
Sabalenka gets the break back as well.
Yeah.
It's been a grind, though. It's been a grind.
Yeah. And Kostrik's been playing well this week.
Mm-hmm.
She has been playing well this week.
Mm-hmm. What's up, guys? If you're in the chat, feel free to say hello, ask a question, make a comment. We are just here to talk tennis.
Anything.
No matter the content.
Yeah. Feels as though De Jong's been so good on serve. Like, his serve has been so untouchable.
Yeah.
And Fonseca's such a good returner.
To be honest, Fergus, I didn't even look much into De Jong's form. The last match I remember him that I was watching was against Majak when he was serving for the set and then failed and then kind of just got killed the rest of the match. Oh my!
Yeah, that's more like it.
There it is.
Big forehand return winner off the second serve.
If you're De Jong, you can't even touch that area on the second serve.
Yeah,
I don't really know what.
It's like that return in the pool match where Fonseca was he was literally jumped off the ground and nailed the forehand winner off the serve. It was just nuts.
Yeah. Okay. De Jong lost a tight one in Madrid qualies to Boyer, which might look like a bad result, but Boyer is actually kind of an American clay rat, if that's a thing. He's trying to be good on the clay. He's pretty good.
No. Yeah.
All right. Good backhand rally.
Oh, too good.
What?
Too good. That's crazy.
It's actually a joke.
He's actually nailed that down the line. I thought he had given himself too much to do when he ran around that forehand early on in the rally, left himself open cross court into the Fonseca forehand, but Fonseca didn't do enough with it, which is strange because I never thought I'd say that about Fonseca's forehand. Yeah, pokes himself ahead in this game at 4-2. Oh, serve and volley.
Dude, he's done it. I think he's successful, right? 5 for 5 or something at this point?
Yeah. No, Damien called it yesterday when he was practicing, and now he's absolutely nailing it against Fonseca. Fonseca's just, when he doesn't make that first serve, Fonseca hasn't looked yet, but, his first serve percentage is got to be somewhere, I'd say, probably in the high 70s, early 80s. Serve and volleys again, but doesn't need to produce the volleys. The serve's too good, and it's 5-2 in the first set. Oh, but Fonseca's checking the mark.
That's right. No ELC here. Or is there?
Oh, it's out. It is long. De Jong's already sat down.
That's actually hilarious. I've never seen that.
He's gonna have to get back up.
I mean, yeah.
It looks out from.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
is out.
very far out, but who knows?
Yeah, by like
given,
that much.
given the
From...
life we live in now. Yeah. Okay. No electronic.
What
volley
are the odds he double faults?
calling. What are the odds he just goes big second serve and
Yeah,
volley?
absolutely huge second serve. Throws in an underarm.
Yeah. Right. And Fonseca's gonna maybe hit this 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's like a free point, essentially. Yeah, he cooked it.
Yeah.
A backhand is huge.
Yeah, so big. And it's not like he went cheap on that second serve. He went big.
No.
Yeah. De Jong's still a game point though, for 5-2. Oh, it's the forehand. It's like I was expecting Fonseca to come in on that forehand.
Well,
And
I mean, that's kind of what we're talking about, Fergus, as we were texting beforehand. Like, we just haven't seen it, and it's like, obviously, Fonseca is still so raw in his game, and like we really haven't seen him, across the globe on all surfaces yet at the ATP level. But his game is it's just so big. There's not really an in-between kind of mode for him.
no.
And you think like he hits a huge forehand and like credit to Jong, he weathers the storm, he flips the court, but then Fonseca is like, I just want to absolutely kill this ball. And it's like, well, if you just put some angle on the forehand, the next ball you get is going to be a lot easier to deal with and put away. So I think like we'll see that over time. But it's kind of like Carlos when he was coming through the ranks early. Like you just have so many weapons in your arsenal and you just want to use them all.
Yeah, he's got such an array
Mm-hmm.
of ability on the court. It's like he doesn't know which one to use next. It's like he's trying to fit them all into one shot at the same time, and he can't do that. I feel like there's a little bit of clarity that needs to come into his game. And once he brings that clarity into his game, he'll be so good.
Right. So, yeah, just something to monitor. Oh. Go for it. Luis, how we doing?
I think he's supporting Joao. I think.
Hopefully we can get a look at that kicker, so deep, so wide, and he just misses the running forehand volley. I think that's Fergus. You're probably more of a player than me. I don't like to try that shot, but I just think that's one of the hardest shots. Is it?
And you see it more on the women's side as well. I feel like it's a really hard shot to take on and nail all of the time. Oh.
Dude, that
volley's a joke. Volley's a joke. Yeah, you see it more on the WTA side, where they sort of take it out the air, don't let it bounce. But I always feel as though it's less consistent than letting it bounce, hitting a smash, or just hitting it more consistently. I feel like you're taking this slight amount of doubt you have when hitting the ball out the air onto the court, and it's strange why it's used so often, because I feel like it's such a safer play, but sometimes they take it out the sky because it's easier for them. It's what they've been doing. But 2 set points for De Jong as forehand from Fonseca is shanked straight off the frame. Yep. And game and first set, and Fonseca absolutely obliterates the ball, and it almost hits De Jong. Oh.
Wait,
what? I thought it was long.
Let?
Or was it
You play
left?
the point.
It looked like that looked out, definitely. That was midpoint as well. That definitely was out.
Wait.
Wait, what?
I need a ruling.
Yeah. Need Damien to enter chat right now and tell us what
Yeah.
just happened.
Whoa.
If he holds here,
Yeah, wait.
things could get interesting. This first set's flown by. Like, flown by.
Well, I mean, it could go on for long.
Yeah. Still set point for Dion. Second set point. Game and first set. Fonseca back. Hey, you're just trying to absolutely rip
Like that.
backhand.
That's
Just no need.
right.
Just
That's
no
where it's
need.
like I just don't understand. I guess like we're not going to pinpoint a point at 2-5, 30-40, but
92% won on the first serve from De Jong.
I don't really know what to say for this.
Fonseca winning less than 50% on his first serve. I don't know. I only saw a couple kickers in there. I said he was using the kicker
Yeah, I
so
used it
much.
like maybe 3-4 times. I mean, he didn't serve much.
No, yeah, true. Yeah, you make a good point. Yeah, just 29 minutes on the board, and the first set disappears. For Fonseca's gotta hit the reset button.
And Diallo holds for 5-3. So he's going to have a chance. And Kostiak with a gutsy hold to make it 3-2 on serve in the second.
So Diallo will, if he comes through, will have who will Diallo have?
I don't know. I was actually going to look for like the Estoril draw because I didn't really look at it. But...
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
he's got to have whoever played the previous. He's going to have Demon or Musetti.
Oh, Musetti. Yeah. Demon or Musetti.
That match goes on AF. I forgot we had that match.
Yeah.
We should just parlay it into.
Yeah, should we just go straight on? Yeah.
Let's see.
That's what Damien did. When we did the
It
it
was the Tommy Paul
Fonseca pool. Yeah. He came from Siontech.
I mean, Fergus, before this set starts, I mean, do you think that we're going to get a better level from Fonseca? I just don't even know if he played enough tennis to...
I can't even, you just look, I'm kind of looking at Fonseca's body language right now.
Right?
I'm kind of feeling that he's not planning on changing anything in his game. Like, that return, straight up, just tried to absolutely rip it and got completely over the top of it and into the bottom of the net. Like, no thought about a chip return or just a return into the corner, just trying to absolutely rip it. And he just, but I guess that's kind of his game. He's just, he's just playing his game and he kind of just does what he feel like he needs to do on court. But
yeah, I really don't know what to say. Like that.
No.
I've genuinely just been perplexed. Well,
wow.
If anything, De Jong, that's what I'm saying. De Jong, I don't know. He's just in a go zone right now. I've never.
Yeah. And this is what can happen. Like when players get into this sort of rhythm and mood, they're almost untouchable. But
it's also important to note that I don't know how long. I mean, whatever. This is not maybe relevant enough, but Fonseca lost on what was that, Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday. Saturday night in Madrid. Obviously gets to Estoril Sunday. He's practicing Sunday, but De Jong went out on Monday.
Yeah.
He's probably been here practicing.
He's been here a bit longer,
getting ready for these types of conditions that he's going to be approaching for the next 4 weeks, including this one. So it does like give you a little bit of a different feel, and a guy who's been prepared to play a 175 as opposed to Fonseca coming in, kind of has the hot shot, media obligations, XYZ. Obviously still wants to play good tennis. It's just a little bit of a different mindset. You know, he thought he was probably going to be playing Karen and then Draper from there. You know what I mean? So just like huge mental shift. You're playing a night match against a guy who's just essentially like the biggest beast in the Challenger store on this surface.
Yeah. You're playing a guy just inside the top 100, sort of trying to...
His best conditions. Hey, but these deep returns, much better. But that
Much better, but that forehand... but he took off from that forehand. Like, he didn't,
right.
He didn't go
decelerated.
through it. He decelerated, and he just got nothing on it. It was strange. Very strange.
I don't know. It's Fonseca, so I'm not here to...
If there's anyone in chat that wants to say whether they think Fonseca will come back from this match or whether De Jong's going to cruise, let us know. We want to hear what you guys have to say. You know, I'm struggling to... You know, after this service game is huge for Fonseca, for his mental strength, in a sense.
Barcelona knotted at half, 2-2 with Inter. It's a battle.
That's good. That's nice. So we'd like to see Champions League semi-final. That's exactly what I want to see.
I mean, high level from both these guys here. Okay.
Oh!
I mean, it's just like it's like look. It feels like a steal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like all of those balls are so like around the service box, and he finds
it's crazy. The amount of wrist and arm
that
Jong
action
is using to get into this forehand. Like it's not something that you would usually be told to like do, but in this case he's just getting so many revs on the ball that he's doing it so well. He's getting, because he's just trying to flick over the ball, get as many revs as possible, and it's really working for him, and it's unsettling Fonseca at the moment.
If that serve plus one can get him into rhythm, that's good, because that looked like the Fonseca we know. I love 15, by the way. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. That's actually a joke.
I'm almost speechless. I wouldn't mind.
What a level!
I'm turning on some volume. I don't know if people.
What a level De Jong is bringing. Just Fonseca absolutely rips that forehand, and on the run, De Jong just, outdoes him on the forehand again. That's good. Nice changer from Fonseca. I think that's the first time I've seen him slice.
Yeah. He just did on the previous point, or on the first point of the game. I'm still evaluating that slice. He does like to move the slice around. He did a little bit in the Tommy match, but it's definitely something that we'll be looking out for. All right, 30-all, huge point.
Misses the first serve.
Just a bullet. Fergus, do you know like KPH? Is that your metric that you use?
No, MPH.
You use MPH, yeah, okay. I did not think that flat forehand from De Jong was going to go. Stop.
Fonseca just decelerating on the forehand. You could see it. He's decelerating on the forehand. And I think everyone's a bit of a loss right now. And I feel like this
But-
ball just plays into De Jong's hands.
Yeah, he's counterpunching a little bit. Oh, Diallo got it done. Wow.
Wow.
What the heck, dude? That's crazy.
Lucky loser.
Yeah.
Dave.
He's been living off the lucky loser for the last whatever.
Yeah.
He's been
Lucky
living.
loser to quarterfinalist.
Super Dave, what's going
Great.
on? We got a break point here early in set 2 for Jesper de Jong.
Which he takes.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
I mean,
Kian, I'd love to put your comment on stage, but it's not me. You have to ask. I don't have that power.
I don't see his comment.
Kian,
Oh.
I keeps putting it through to put on stage, but yeah.
Well, I don't see it. Is it in the public?
Yeah, no. It's one of the old ones. One of the first comment. But yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't like using KPH. MPH is so much faster. Do you use KPH? Not faster,
No.
so much easier. Do you
No,
use
I use
KPH?
MPH. That's why like I'm always like I have an idea of like what these numbers are because I've looked them up so many times. I'm like I know, estimates. But
It's another miss.
Super Dave, how we doing today? I mean, this is just insane. But you have to like give credit to De Jong.
So much credit to De Jong with the way he's playing right now. Like, it's ridiculous. Just absolutely nails that backhand again. What a second serve.
Just in his zone. Just
Yeah,
in his zone.
he's just, he's kind of completely in his own rhythm right now.
All right, now I'm going to take the time to look at this Estoril draw.
Got some tennis in early this morning. What were you playing on, Dave? Just some hard courts?
Oh, I forgot Felix is here.
Oh, yeah. But I feel like these conditions really don't suit Felix at all.
Yeah, no.
That's a crazy drop shot.
Dude.
Like, off the return, Fonseca puts everything into that return and then just gets dropped immediately.
Wow. I mean, Fonseca's the 8 seed here. He would have gotten BZM and then the winner of Vukic Garon. And then likely plays, I don't know who's going to come through. I'd probably put Jari as the favorite to come out of there. Wow. I mean,
Quick as you like. 3-love. Wow, this is I don't know. I mean, that 15% that Damien and John were giving him earlier is
I actually didn't watch the.
Yeah, they were giving about 15%, De Jong about 15% chance of coming through this match.
15.
Yeah, 15. And De Jong kind of showing everyone up about why he's so good on this court. Oh, I don't. Sharing courts with pickleballers is a disgrace. It's a disgrace. But we will have to do it, unfortunately.
This is. They're showing a fun graphic right now on Tennis Channel with Musetti and Demonar like riding the bike right next to each other, waiting. Dude, this match is Fergus. The women's match is 2 hours in. They're at 4-all.
In the second? 2
Yeah.
hours in?
That's how much of a grind it's been.
Damn. What's going to finish first?
Yeah.
Sabalenka
You're
in
right.
straights or De Jong absolutely cruising past Fonseca? Yeah. as much as I think, like, that's obviously a good strategy from Fonseca and he's landing it, I don't feel like hitting his way out of this one is the way to go.
No, might as well at least try some patterns. Another thing that just popped up on my phone was, I didn't see it, but Talking Tennis just tweeted an angry moment from Fonseca. He whacks a dead ball, misses De Jong, who flinches by a couple of meters. Pavi G.
Oh, Bobby
Quotes
G.
the post. Oh my
Wait,
goodness.
say that again.
He quotes the post and says,
saying,
"Oh my goodness." Fonseca, who is currently playing against De Jong in the Challenger, is getting thrashed. Surely was very lucky to have not been defaulted here. Question mark.
I wouldn't say
I mean,
defaulted.
I don't know. It doesn't even show it in the video. So, like,
You-
who knows? But
I mean, to be fair, people have been defaulted for a lot less, I guess.
right.
Yeah. Like that Chapeau default.
Oh my god, that was a joke.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to like publicly thrash umpires, but I liked Riley Opelka's comments.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was ridiculous too. I don't know if you remember that one in Dallas.
Yeah. Against Nori, yeah.
Yes, against Norwich. So you're watching. All right.
Of
Well,
course I was
Fonseca gets on
watching.
the board.
Fonseca does get on the board, and De Jong holds here, and he's in a whole world of trouble. 6-2, 4-1. We're looking at potentially Fonseca's biggest loss since when? Since probably say he loses 6-2, 6-3. It's 5 games.
Well, okay, biggest loss numbers wise. That's good. Is that good?
And looked good.
Okay.
Oh no, it's wide.
Simon said it. I knew it wasn't good.
Trying to think of a name for Apelka. I'm wearing pink. He was always wearing pink. Dave, you're right. Like Apelka's always wearing pink, isn't he? He loves that pink hat. Did you see Apelka play bot or not on the Nothing Majors podcast?
No, I did not.
Basically, Query Isner just asked Apelka, just named a bunch of players. Just Fonseca literally just like taking the skin off the ball.
It's actually insane to watch.
And De Jong's doing so well to cope with it. I actually thought he kind of might get away with this one. So much on it. Yeah, played bot or not, and like just named a bunch of players, and Apelka literally just said bot. Like he called Hercatch a bot, Shelton a bot. Like he was just naming, just calling people out.
So funny. Hello.
Here we go. Has Fonseca finally arrived? It's only taken him the 12 games. This is game 13. Finally, the forehand clicking into gear. No first serves made this game so far from De Jong. Might cost him. Fonseca all over the second.
All right.
Here we go.
I don't know if there's anything to get nervous about. I think he just actually landed his forehands.
Yeah.
And you can't really do much about it, is where I lean to, no matter how good you are. But yeah, you do have an important role starting the point on your terms. And that +1, like there it is.
Break. Gets the break. Well, I feel as though Jong has to put that out of mind as quick as possible. He is in. I mean, if you told him after 50 minutes of this match he'd be 6-2, 3-2 up, he would snap your hand off. So, has to take it that he's still very much ahead in this match.
Let's see what Bobby G has to say now. Pretty funny.
We'll see.
Yeah, someone's also referencing the shoulder issue. As is Fonseca looking out of it? I think his shoulder is okay, given what I've seen so far.
Well,
Damien would appreciate that shout out. Super Dave.
so true. Joao was just playing off of Damien's aura right now.
Yeah, and probably his new hot pink Estoril cap.
Yeah, for definite.
What's up, guys? If you're just joining us, feel free to ask us questions, comment on the match, and of course, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. We are on serve in the second set, 15 all on the Fonseca serve. Beautiful, +1.
Too big.
Yeah, just playing on his
How flat he hits the forehand as well. It's just ridiculous. That kick serve that's like ridiculous to deal with on the backhand side gets right up near your shoulder, and you're having to try and push through it instead of trying to create that topspin. Because it's too high to create that topspin, and suddenly there it is, 3-all. So from 3-love, Fonseca wins 3 games on the bounce, and Jong has to reset here. Fonseca in the ascendancy. First shake of the racket that we've seen. Fans still going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good advert for tennis. Jong's having a 3-all.
And Sabalenka breaks and will serve for the match at 6-5. I didn't realize we got to the semis that quick of the women's. Iga, Coco,
Yeah, I know. It's because they have their final
Saturday.
Saturday. Both finals. Oh wait, no.
No, we're Sunday. Or men, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that angle's good. Off the backhand wing, runs around it, takes it inside in. Just so hard to recover.
Yeah.
Let's see how, Jesper responds here.
Wants to have a look. I don't reckon that's in. Look wide. Yeah, it's wide. Just leaving him a little.
The crowd's booing. That he went up and checked the mark.
Clearly,
You might be creeping ahead of me, Fergus.
yeah, I think so.
I'm watching through like the TC Plus stream, but it's on my TV, so it's a little bit slower.
And Draper just kind of rolled Tommy. Like, it was a bit of a whitewash, to be honest. Draper just too good on both wings. Tommy not firing as much as he would have wanted.
I agree with that analysis.
Yeah,
Much bigger firstie there from De Jong.
absolutely. Boy, did he need that.
Yep. Yeah, he needs to
He
get out
needs
of
this
the
game.
ASAP,
Yeah, he just needs to get out of this game. And you still feel like he can get this done pretty quickly if he holds here.
Right.
This isn't like a by any means a done set for Fonseca. Like, he got the break back, yes, and he held for 3-all, yes, but he's got a long way to go.
Yeah, Super Dave, I'm on the same page. I was telling Fergus, like, Draper just has it. It's kind of like with Center as he, jumped up the rankings. Like, you're like, all right, what's going to fail him? It's his body. And now, you feel like we're getting to a point where he's in, great shape, not facing as much, pressure. He's got a huge serve. And, there just aren't many weaknesses to his game.
He's just a very good all-round player. I mean, the serve is becoming something that's so reliable now that, yeah, it's getting really tough to break, even on the clay.
Yeah, I mean,
no break points faced from Draper today.
grass with Draper is just going to be a choke.
Yeah. Feeling like a very disappointed last year, his performance against Norrie. But
Yeah. I don't know.
To be fair, Norrie played nuts that match. Like, best I've seen Norrie play in years.
Yeah. So there, you see
Just-
De Jong trying up the pace there on the inside in, which is like, it's great, but it's not great when Fonseca's on the other side.
Yeah.
Easily deflecting that power.
Yeah, deflecting it straight into the opposite corner. Got to chase that down, and he can't get it.
I think that shot will make him think a bit.
Tried to go for the 7 volley again. Didn't make the first serve. Now it's really got to think about the second serve. Yeah, nicely played.
Yep. Well done. That volley, he makes it look easy. Man, it's so difficult.
Just pause for a couple seconds so that you catch up.
Wow. Okay, match point to break point here for Sabalenka as she's trying to serve out the match.
Oh, wait, what's the score? 5-3, 5-4.
5-6 hat out, or 6-5 hat out.
6-5.
Monster firstie.
Oh, yeah, so good from De Jong.
Yeah. Oh, huge fist pump. Yep.
The 7 volley hasn't missed today. He's nailed every single one. Very good.
Wow, Kostiuk rips a nice forehand, brings up another break point.
Quickly, what the changeover? I'll switch.
Your stream's gonna be way ahead of this. Is on.
She breaks.
She did.
6-0
Okay.
into a breaker. Yeah.
All right, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Wow.
The match just doesn't end.
Yeah. Honestly, if Koscheck wins this breaker,
I'm curious how many women's matches go over. I mean, not many matches go over 3 hours unless it's like, what is it? Soros Tomos? SSD.
yeah. I'm
Oh,
trying
do
to
you
think.
see where Dion grabbed that slice from?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what a point. I don't know if that ball was good though. That forehand.
It's too late now, I think.
Commentator thinks it's on the
So-
line.
He's
Yeah, it was on the
so
line.
far. I mean, the depth on the forehand is just so far into the corner. Like there is so little that can be done about that. Koscheck won the first point in the breaker.
Yeah.
One love.
I'm on it now. I'm on it now. Ooh, bad miss. Bad miss from Dion. Wasn't like that crazy of a kicker.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still trying to think of 3-hour women's matches. There was that. I think there was like it was like 250. Oh, I missed it wide. Missed it wide.
Hold on, Fergus. You're 2 balls ahead of me.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah, he did miss that. I don't know. I don't think he really had a good angle on that.
Yeah, right. Should be around the same. There was the Stern Sabalenka match in Indian Wells last year. Sabalenka saved like 4 match points or something like that. That was like 250. I'm trying to recall. Oh, the Sabalenka Swiatek Madrid final last year.
Yes, because bunch of missed match points for Sabalenka,
Yeah,
and then it finished like
championship
7-5 or
points.
two.
Yeah,
No, it finished at a breaker.
Yeah, finished
Championship points. Good call.
Yeah. Good hold from Fonseca.
Yeah.
And it's 4-all.
Also 3-all in that Barca match, which is crazy.
Oof. We're just keeping everyone up to date with
Yeah.
all things that's going on.
And Sabalenka
It's
even
sporting
said at
world
2-all
right
on the
now.
breaker. Unreal for you. I'm not watching the soccer, but I'm gonna fire it on if Sabalenka.
Trying to keep up with everything. Oh, well, hats off to Kustik, to be fair. I really thought that after she won that tight first set that it would be more of
Right.
a one sided second, but yeah.
Ace.
Yes. Lovely. I wonder if Fonseca will start to feel a little bit of heat if Jong holds here. Just, with he's it's crazy to think, but he's got a little bit of a reputation to think about now. Like, it's a bit of a joke. I mean, he's 18, but I don't know. He's kind of expected to win these matches,
Totally.
But
beyond expected at this point, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He probably should. It's just I feel like people wouldn't give much credit to De Jong, just given
De Jong.
know
Yeah.
much about him.
It's like the media after this, if it does end like 6-2, 6-4, or 7-5, it will focus on Fonseca losing and not Jong winning, obviously. Because that's the way the media paints the picture.
Bad bounce there.
Yeah. Not great. Koscheck with the mini break. 4-3.
Again.
Yeah.
Match that never ends. All right. I mean, 40-15 in the last game for Jong as well. Got to a deuce battle, so.
I feel like this is one of the most key, where this is
4-4 is always key.
what they say is crunch time. So we'll see. 4-all in the breaker as well.
Jeez. Just well executed. Business end of the set. Love it.
It is. It is. It most definitely is. 5 for Koscheck. I think it's just starting to drizzle a little bit in Madrid. Yeah, it's raining in Madrid.
Yeah, I saw that. Are they gonna?
There's a roof, isn't there? I swear there's a roof.
It's like a half calf roof. It like covers the stands, but not the court. If that makes sense. I don't know how much it covers, to be honest. But I think they're trying to play through it.
Yeah, Sabalenka just went to the chair, and I think the umpire just said, "Let's play on." Like, this isn't that bad.
Yeah, I mean they've been playing. Oh, now it's starting to come down a little bit harder though.
Yeah. Yeah, they called it because Sabalenka can't serve because the water's getting in her eyes.
Wow, that's like an inch. I mean, they just should have stopped it then. That's why I would have just stopped it there. But I understand you do want to finish if Sabalenka, like gets out to a 5-0 lead in the breaker. Oh, and a huge first point.
Absolutely. Ah, Jake's back.
Jake, how we doing? What are you watching right now? You watching this match? You watching the footy? Still 3-3.
$15 on the Fonseca's 5-4.
Koscheck's livid, by the way.
I'm not surprised. You would be.
They're not showing us Sabalenka in the other, who she's like also pissed at. I wish I would love to hear this audio. I might actually turn it on.
Oof.
No way. Yeah. Wow, yeah, Koscheck's pissed. Understandably so.
Yeah. Yeah, neckwood not helping out Jong there.
Nah.
Cutting up the short ball. And then allowing Fonseca to take charge. Yeah, nice 7 volley from Fonseca. Yeah, nice from Fonseca. Big fist bump. It's a nuts return, but Fonseca makes it work. 5-all.
Yeah. Huge hold. Huge hold.
It doesn't look great in Madrid right now.
No, I
Still got
didn't.
one more. Still got one more match on court supposedly today in Dimanar.
You know what looks worse even, Fergus, is the rest of the week.
Does it look bad?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is Thursday or Wednesday,
Yeah.
but almost Thursday, technically Thursday there soon.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it showed showers on my end.
Ooh.
Wow. Didn't need to go over the high part there. Pretty ballsy drop shot though from Jong on the first ball. Okay, so players are on court. Like Sabalenka's just hanging out next to her team.
Yeah, I know. Jake, he's 7 volleying. I reckon like it's been like 8 or 9 times now, and he's
Mhm.
nailed every single one of them. Hasn't missed a beat when he's come forward.
And then Fonseca just did it to hold for 5-all.
Yeah.
Serving
As you
volley
say
there.
that.
Just an
Yeah,
unreal
as you-
volley. Like the serve had to be good too, and it was.
Yeah. Jake, where you going next week? You hitting up the Rome Masters or you Challenger? I'd be crazy if Jake's going to the Rome Masters. No. Any other? Ooh, yeah, nice. As in Jake's comment. Not
Yeah,
something
yeah.
happened on call. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, yeah, missing again. 5 times.
5 times, Jake?
Damn.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And Orash has like, how many additions do they have?
Like
They have like
8,
3 for
9.
indoor, and then
Yeah.
and the 5 is only for the men. They had the woman there, obviously, as well.
Yeah, they did. Any other time in the game, and they'll be playing through that rain, I feel as though.
Right.
Such a critical moment in the course of the match. Yep. There we go, 6-5. So
Give me a
good.
sec, Fergus. I'll be RB.
Yeah. So good from De Jong on serve. He's been so steady. I mean, Fonseca's had the one real look, and he got the break in that game. Sorry, but apart from that, De Jong's just kind of been able to skip through his service games. And now Fonseca's gonna have to. De Jong's guaranteed himself a breaker at the least, and Fonseca's gonna have to serve to stay in the match again, not even in the set, in the match after that very below par first set from Fonseca. But yeah, Dave, you got any other tournaments you must go to, or is it just Rome? Yeah, in Austin, it's a little tough to go to Rome. You're gonna go into any US tournaments this year, but yeah. Jake, who's on the entry list for Warriors 5? I'm curious. I haven't actually looked at that Challenger entry list yet. I need to get around. I haven't checked entry lists in a little while. Fonseca is serving to stay in the match. Oh, it's a very very, very good return.
Oh my gosh.
It's a very, very good return. Again, first point goes to Jong. First serve missed.
Yeah, that one I think I thought he might kick that one in. Just to take a little pressure off this one, but no, second serve up the middle.
See, that is like exactly what we've been talking about.
It's giving me flashbacks to the second set tiebreak against Tommy Paul.
You're serving to stay in the match, and you give everything like into that forehand instead of trying to build the point. I feel as though it's just a little rash.
Yeah, that first serve just missed. Banging the second serve still. And if you're Jong, it's like, I don't know if you need to go like that flat.
Yeah.
With that much pace.
I feel like just making Fonseca play that extra ball at the moment is
right.
Kind of forcing the error.
The athleticism to like give himself space in the forehand.
Oh, it's so.
I mean, the volleys have just been insane.
Insane
today.
On point from Jong.
Like, I didn't know if he was going to hit it that close to the line on the approach shot, the inside out forehand, but
yeah,
like he's just committing to it. And from Fonseca there, like decent slice, slow to the net.
Yeah,
give himself a chance, and it's
kind of. Jong almost like purposefully let it come below the net, so it had that disguise on it of, and then he pushed it long. It was brilliant.
All right, here we go. Got to save 2 match points. Oh my, just pristine.
Done.
Just pristine. Like,
gets it done. 2 and 5. That is probably that is a superb performance from Jong.
What a huge
performance.
Just a huge finish.
Yeah. So much courage and heart, just no fear whatsoever in taking on these shots, trying to out hit maybe the biggest hitter on tour, arguably. So impressive.
That was crazy, man.
That was seriously impressive.
A fearless performance.
Absolutely. And hats off to him. Everyone's going to be talking about how Fonseca's out first round, but got to talk about how good Jong was. And he can make waves in this tournament. Absolutely.
And he signs the camera.
Bjorn Borg Roland Garros mode.
That's awesome. I'm curious to see the net point percentage because it has to be like.
Oh, so I
whatever, like 9 for 10. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe lost 1, maybe 2 points out of push at the net. We'll see. Hopefully the graphic comes up in a second.
But yeah, I mean, just another opportunity for Jong to put his name out there, earn that respect because, I mean, he's just got this game that suits the clay so well. So comfortable out there.
And it's just, maybe this was a reset week that hasn't gone to plan for Fonseca and kind of now has to really reset before Rome. He's got he'll probably play on Wednesday, so a week today maybe, or Tuesday, I guess, maybe. But yeah, you got to reset before, and then Jong, well, I don't even know, because if Jong goes deep in this tournament, he won't be able to make Rome qualifying. So
right. I mean, unless he wants to play an Elmer Muller, but
Yeah.
Finish Sunday and go play qualies.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
But we know how that goes.
right.
Yeah, Dave, you're 100% right. De Jong should go to the net as much as possible. Superb volleying today. Like, so good. Like, a bit of a one of the best performances at the net that I've kind of seen. Oh, I've just realized that Kostrick Sabalenka got back underway.
I know. I wasn't gonna say it because in case you do like a post-match Fonseca
Yeah.
analysis, but now we
No.
can talk about. I'm about to watch. Don't tell me because I'm about to watch third match or set point here. You can get my live call. Kosiak had 2, didn't do well. Huge firstie from Sabalenka. Oh my, unreal backhand on the line.
Yeah. I'm ahead of you, so I won't say anything.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like Kosiak had her chances here, and Sabalenka backhand looking crazy today. Huge firstie, forehand missile, match point. Well, anyway, I mean, De Jong's got to be poised for a run here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I genuinely rate him over anyone in the draw on this surface. I don't know unless Felix has his stuff together, but
Wow.
we didn't get an update on.
No handshake at the net between Sabalenka and Kostrick.
You're kidding me.
No handshake at the net.
Wow, hold on, I'm about to watch this. Oh wait, is that still like technically? Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah. That'll be why. I was thinking that she didn't because of the whole rain,
Right.
and that she was like feeling like
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
But Kostrick's surprisingly quick off court. Like,
I mean,
yeah,
you have to feel for her, but at the same time, 6'4",
yeah,
7'6". Like, give me a break.
Yeah.
You had 3. It was essentially like the Dimitrov situation. But yes, definitely annoying. But
yeah. Anyway, focusing on De Jong and Fonseca.
I mean, look, yeah, we did it all. I don't know if we'll come back and do a
Yeah.
steady stream or whatever, but
No, yeah.
that'll probably
I've
be it.
got.
Yeah, we got life figured out. But Fergus, I don't know, quick match, but at the end of the day, we got a fun finish there, and we got to see, De Jong rise to the occasion, Fonseca play under some pressure, get back into a match, get the crowd going, and just a little bit of a loose service game there at the end. That forehand +1 on the the love 15 point. Just I don't know, going for too much. I understand, but it wasn't that tactical enough. But hey, I mean,
No.
De Jong went for it and I mean, essentially grabbed that line on the inside out forehand at 15-30, and then match point, probably the best drop shot you'll see for a while.
Yeah. And just such like bravery on court to pull that out. Of course, Ghosty joins the chat as we're about to wrap up. Love that from you, Ghosty.
He did. Ghosty. You get your comment in, and I'll project it for you.
But Fonseca we talked about it and we'll talk about it again. There's no in between for Fonseca at the moment. He hasn't found the middle ground to his game. And, that showed today. He was superb for 3 games, where he broke back at 3 love. And then, after that, just kind of went back in and played a bit inconsistently, either brilliant or missing. And De Jong just was so consistent today, and his net plays were brilliant. Damien, because you called it, absolutely hats off to you. 7 volley worked a treat today. So, fair enough. And Dave Draper did put Tommy back in his place. Absolutely.
Good banter to finish it off, guys. All right. I'm sure we'll see you guys soon for
We
another
will.
watch along and
There will
be
be.
tuned for our previews.
Absolutely. Take care, guys.
Cheers. Everyone else, you know the drill.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.